All right, shout out Revzilla. I literally ordered these bars yesterday and they were on my doorstep this morning. So what I have here are my new KST Custom 10-inch Mayhem Bagger bars. All right, so in order to do this job, I did clean out my building some, so I have plenty of room in here to work. So basically, what I have to do this job is just to get the bat wing fairing kind of unmounted and lean forward in order to access the riser bracket here to then remove the old bars. And I didn't get plug and play bars, so I'm gonna have to take the cables out of this bar to put into the new ones. Additionally, I know that I gotta take this bracket off here, which holds the turn signal. Need to be sure that I cover up my tank. Unfortunately, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do a lot of documenting the full install, but if there are some parts that I feel would be necessary to try to put in, I will certainly do that. But anyways, wish me luck. All right, so I got the fairing taken apart and rotated forward, so now I have everything unplugged up front, and now I can access my riser in order to take these old bars off. So far it hasn't been too bad. There are some great videos on YouTube that can help you out with doing your install. I'm watching the one, it's a 2014 to 2023 Streetglide handlebar install by KST Kustoms. And well, that is also where my bars are from, so I just now realized that. Also, I do recommend doing something like this just to give you kind of a guide sheet of where you took off and put on your bolt, so that way it's just nice and easy whenever it comes time to putting it back together. So day 2 of working on putting these bars and everything on. I'm really glad that I didn't try to do an install video, because it would be the longest video on YouTube. So additionally, I did replace the bushings for the risers with some polyurethane ones. So I did have to, wow, you see that? I did have to get in here and do a little bit extra and take out the old bushings and stuff like that. But so now I'm about to put these guys on, and I'll probably do some videos just on these as well, at least just like the set, and give you my thoughts. But I wanted to get some adjustable levers, and got these Avon grips. Now time to assemble. And what feels like finally, I have my new 10-inch KST Custom Mayhem Bagger bars on. Additionally, I did put on some new Avon grips, and I believe these are called the PSR adjustable levers I put on both sides, which I will get into that probably in a different video. But in regards to the bars, I am extremely happy with the height. Like, I would not want them any taller. I'm super grateful that I went with the 10-inch rather than the 12, which I know is a more popular choice, but I'm a little bit more conservative in the fact that I don't want something to be sitting too tall. I'd rather it be a little short. But yeah, I've already been riding on them, and I'll give you some thoughts because I'm going to do a riding video with them. All right, so first thing first is it definitely feels a lot different, and it feels so much better. Now, it does take some getting used to, because my stance now, my arms are so much wider apart. But it's definitely a positive. And just how it makes the bike look is also definitely a plus. I mean, handling is definitely something you want out of bars, but it really just changed the look of the bike completely. I do love meat hook bars. Pulling wires through was an absolute pain in the ass. I have pulled wires before in Dominator bars and it wasn't bad, but in these KSTs it was terrible. It took me hours to do, so I would recommend maybe looking into getting pre-wired bars. And something that I have to do like this week immediately is to get some mirrors, because now my hands completely block my mirrors, so I can't see it all. It's so weird just like tinkering on the bike and adding bars and grips and these levers. I mean, the bike feels better, like, and I know that probably it shouldn't feel like it's quicker or anything, but I will say that what I did with my levers, I feel like the clutch gets activated, it definitely gets activated much sooner and, you know, releases. So going into gear now is beautiful, but I will do a video on those, I guess, kind of as I learn some more about them and kind of like get my placement right and all that. But yeah, these adjustable levers are awesome. Yeah, but even my riding stance is so like substantially changed. Yeah, having your arms wider apart definitely does take some getting used to. I'm still definitely getting used to it. I do think that it is something that once I do get used to, I will find comfortable, but as I had mentioned, I definitely wouldn't want these bars any taller. This for me puts them just below shoulder level. And the bad thing is that unless you, like, you know a buddy that has a similar setup or something like that, it's really hard to get your hands on bars to see what they feel like. So you kind of just have to like measure and imagine. So yeah. Overall, I really like the bars. I do like definitely how they look. I might eventually at some point, I don't know if I feel like they're exactly where I want them to sit, you know, I can bring them forward or push them back a little bit. That's a pain, and I don't even want to imagine doing that right now to take all this crap back off, because it definitely was a trial and error lesson when it came to putting these bars on. It's only the it's the third pair of bars that I've installed, but one was a Sportster, the other was an old Dyna, and then the Bagger, which the job was nice because I didn't have to replace any of the clutch or brake lines, but I did need to get extensions for the wiring harness, which I didn't think was going to be needed, but they wouldn't fit. So, but other than that, a lot of stuff was just trial and error of trying to get this thing put back on, getting these freaking turn signals bolted back on, which I didn't even get the top portion. I just put the bottom portion in. I mean, they're not going anywhere, but I was just so sick of it. But anyways, in regards to the bars themselves, I do like them. I do recommend them, and the reason why I got them is because they had like the most significant amount of ratings and a 5 stars review on Revzilla, so I just kind of went with the voice of everybody else, and they were very reasonably priced, and they were here literally in one day, so that was awesome. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that about the bars, just let me know. Peace.